What's up, besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you all so very much for being here with me. Y'all are seriously freaking amazing. And I really, truly mean that every time I say it. Today's message, I actually had some intuitive hits. Spirit was showing me something. If I'm a little slower today, it's because I'm a bit congested, so please just bear with me. My son has been sick and I've been fighting it off for like a week, but I feel like it's catching up with me. Anyways, so yeah, I was shown a message. Now y'all know that we are a tribe full of amazing, incredible, divine feminines. Now, 90% of you are here and y'all identify as being a divine feminine, and the other 10%, 100% of you, I should say, embody the energy of divine feminine. Regardless of your gender, we all have it within us. Now, this message is very specific for our tribe because y'all, you have been working so freaking hard on yourselves, on your self-love, on your glow up, and you really truly have come to this point of evolving. Okay, now what I mean by that, Spirit was saying that all of our empresses here are turning into high priestesses. Okay, which basically means, if you know anything about tarot, the high priestess is the feminine aspect of the spiritual realm, right? So it's like it's all about our intuition. It's all about hidden knowledge and secrets and really truly being connected to the divine, sitting quietly, sitting in meditation and listening to those soft whispers that come from within and tapping into our higher self, messages from spirit, and also our intuition. Not only that, but that's where we take our guidance from. Okay, so that being said, this message is for all of you who feel as if you have been recently upgraded. That means your gifts have been, that your powers have been increasing. And we just actually came off of a reading not long ago where the title was, "You Don't Know How Powerful You Truly Are." So I feel like some of you are starting to get that, starting to accept the fact that you have a lot more power. And not only that, what I was getting intuitively is that not only did you perhaps even underestimate yourself, or you're just getting used to this glow up, this level up, this evolutionary process that's been happening within you, but others have noticed as well. I do feel that you were highly, highly underestimated in your circle of friends, with your family, perhaps with friends, lovers, co-workers, whoever it is, your community. I feel like you have been ridiculed, you've been laughed at for your ideas or for the things that you say, because again, really tapped into that intuition and psychic abilities, knowing things are going to happen, following the feeling, all of that kind of stuff. So you've really been honoring that aspect of yourself, and you know, you're led by the divine. Okay, you're not led by societal standards or what other people expect about you or from you. You kind of do your own thing, and you've been carving out your own path. So this channeled message that I've been receiving is for you. It is very specific to our tribe. If you are here and you're feeling that vibe, give me a wave in the comments and let me know that you've been feeling this shift and this upgrade within your own powers, your own intuition, your own energy, and your own life situation is changing and shifting. Okay. Going back to other people who underestimated you, I gotta tell you, they cannot stop talking about you. They can't stop talking about you. They cannot get your name out of their mouths because they're like freaking gobsmacked at the fact that your life is looking pretty hot right now. Okay, things are going well for you. You may be working on keeping some kind of secrets, or what I mean by that is you've been working silently, right? In that high priestess mode. You went from empress mode to like high priestess mode, where instead of caring and nurturing, and I'm not saying that you're not those things, but with the empress, we care for others, we focus on others quite a bit, you know, and we provide comfort and nurturing to others. It's the mother archetype, okay, the empress. But the Empress also is very much focused on the self. And I feel like what's happened is because you've really internalized your own energy and you've been offering yourself that loving care, kindness, compassion, nurturing, putting it on the on the self, right? Going internally, you have again graduated, leveled up to high priestess mode, okay? Because the high priestess works in silence. So that's what you've been doing. And I do feel that you have something secret going on, or something that you're not out there chatting about. Um, you're not blasting your social media with what it is that you're doing. You know, you've got things, you're really mysterious right now. Okay. I feel like a couple people might know what you're working on behind the scenes. And I feel like there is a lot of little birds out there chatting and tweeting away about what it is that you are up to, because they can't believe it. Okay. They can't believe it. But anyway, you are a hot topic of conversation at this moment. And you just need to know that. And what you're doing is, you know, staying in your own lane, doing your own thing, focusing on your own goals. But our tribe, like, seriously, y'all, I want to read on this. I want to read on this energy. I'm going to start with the goddess guidance, but of course, I'm going to open the space officially and start reading. I know we're a couple minutes into the reading already, into the channeled message, but it is what it is. There's very pertinent information. I wanted to lay the groundwork of this reading before we got into specific messages for you, perhaps even what's going on and what these other people are talking about, what they're saying, if you care. And if it comes up, I don't know what's going to come up, but all I wanted to say was congratulations. I'm very proud of you. And yeah, keep on rocking that vibe. You're a freaking mystery to people right now. And I feel like you're kind of loving it. Anyways, let's ring the sound bowl. We'll call in spirit. We'll start with some oracle, goddess guidance messages, and get into tarot. Here we go, y'all. Watch your ears, okay? Okay, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, what is going on? We have... Okay. First, I just want to actually tell you that when I was ringing the sound bowl, I could just hear this raven going off outside my window because it's open just a crack. So I don't know if the mic's going to pick it up or not. But intuitively from that, I was like, you are, perhaps if you're being followed by ravens or crows a lot lately, I feel like you are attracting a lot of these messengers. Birds are messengers. And the raven there's so much meaning and symbolism with a raven and animal medicine and spirit animals and things like that. If you want to look it up, maybe if you're called to do that, if you see a lot of ravens on your path, that might be some messages there for you. The raven is the trickster energy though. And I gotta tell you, it is kind of linked with the magician when I think of trickster energy, just the ability to tap into what it is that we truly desire, to pull the energy out from the ethers, from the spirit realms, direct your intention and focus and make something happen here on the material plane, right? On Earth. So I do feel like your manifestations are coming into fruition here, and that's beautiful. And that was just a side note from the raven I was hearing. Anyways, we also have the goddess guidance that came up was Hathor, okay, the goddess, which is receptivity. And it's very interesting because when I look at this, it actually does look a lot like the High Priestess card to me. Okay, the energy. We've got the moon crown, we've got the two pillars, the waterfalls, and this woman right here acting as this bridge between the material world and the spiritual world, which is our subconscious, right? So we're going really deep here. You are receiving these messages, and they are very important. Again, if you're here in this reading and you're not part of our tribe of incredible divine feminines who are leveling up to high priestesses, you know what to do. You need to join us here because this is where you belong, okay? Anyways, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others, okay? So you have been working on just that, receiving divine inspiration, divine messages. You are led by the divine. And this is one of the reasons why things are working out so well for you. at the moment. And this is, again, people are noticing this shift within you and wondering to themselves, like, how is this happening, right? Again, people underestimated your ability, and they may even have laughed at you and what you are trying to build and what you're doing with your life. I don't know why, but the people who are truly here to change the world are always laughed at, okay, for their radical ideas or whatever. And I know there's a quote there. It's like, first they laugh at you, and then they come for you, and then they agree with you, and then they praise you or something. I don't know, right? Like, if you know the actual quote that I'm talking about, you can put it in the comments. That would be super helpful. But we also have Bridget energy, which is very powerful and very strong. And this is that it says, don't back down, okay? Stand up for what you believe is right. And that's exactly what you've been doing. A lot of people, now I'm getting this message again, a lot of these people who perhaps underestimated you did so because you were working in silence. Now, people thought, okay, that your silence meant that you were stupid, or maybe you weren't just piping up, okay? Now, I'm saying that you're not backing down. When you need to show your power and strength, you do so. But I feel like you are in this mode of like observing what other people have to say, or, you stay quiet in situations until you don't, okay? And then until you show them or put them in their place is what I'm getting, really. So because of your silence, because of your quiet nature, perhaps, there's a strength in being very silent, okay? Because that allows you to tap into, one, the energy around a situation or a person, for you to truly understand how it is that they make you feel or the situation makes you feel. You judge people and places based on the vibe, not so much on the words that are coming out of their mouth or what's being done. And that's how you operate, okay, as this high priestess now, okay? And second, because you're silent, people assume that you don't know anything or that you don't know what you're doing. In reality, you are showing these folks, okay, that you know exactly what it is that you are doing. And it's only to their peril that they try to, I just feel like people are trying to they talk to you as if you're stupid, or try to tell you what to do with your life or your path or whatever. And they feel like you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know what, they're talking about or something. But in reality, you are more tapped in and turned on than anyone really that is in your surroundings, okay? And it feels very patronizing. I've got to be real with you. The energy that I'm picking up, I feel like people around you are, they patronize you, or perhaps there's a lot of mansplaining situations going on around you, and you're like, you remain silent until the moment you don't. And I feel like this is where people are getting gobsmacked, is because you're starting to just like speak out when you need to. You stand up for what's right, what's true, what you believe in. You speak your truth. You demonstrate that you know what you're talking about, that like a lot more than you let on. Okay. So it's very mysterious. People are like, what's going on? How do you know that? Or, there's these reactions because they don't expect you to know these things, and they treat you as if you don't. There's that. Okay. So I feel like you are surprising a lot of people, and your strength is surprising a lot of people as well. The people, again, who have been underestimating you and your abilities. Okay. But there's another side to that. And a lot of this is our channeled. Okay. A lot of this message is channeled for our tribe, right? So there's another side to that. There's people who have underestimated you. And then there's other people who really didn't have a judgment either which way. Those people are noticing your abilities, okay? So what's happening here is that you are being recognized for your gifts, and I feel like you are proving yourself in a sense, like you're not working to do it, it's just happening, okay? You're not out there trying to prove yourself. Again, you're silent most of the time, right? But your actions are reflecting the fact that you know what you're talking about, that you know what you're doing, that you are that you're smart, okay? Or you have this ability to predict perhaps the future, or you have this psychic ability to understand things without really knowing how or why. You're just so tapped in that you have this information, right? You have access to the unknown, right? That's what the high priestess really represents, is that access to hidden knowledge. And so because you have that, people are starting to really truly recognize that you do indeed possess these abilities. And I feel like a lot of people are very impressed by that as well. So there's kind of two camps, and I feel like they may even be meeting together, not just centered around you. It's not like everything's about you, but when your name comes up, which is brought up perhaps by the people that have underestimated you, people who were just neutral, are like, wow, have you seen, like, wow, they really know what they're talking about, or yeah, they totally predicted this and it really worked for me, or they really helped me out in the sense of, like, there's that kind of a conversation. And I feel like the people who originally underestimated you are really feeling quite stupid, to be honest, for doing just that. Okay, so that is what it is. We also have start delegating, and I feel like this is for you if you are in a position where you have some type of authority, or if you're a boss, or you run your own business, or you've got your own thing going on. I do feel right now that you are very busy. Like I picked up on earlier, you may be starting new projects, new goals, new things that are keeping you quite busy. So there's some advice here coming up. It says Green Terra, okay, and it has start delegating. Ask others to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Now, there is the one thing with the high priestess energy, we can tend to isolate, right? Go within and only focus on what it is that we're doing and connecting with spirit. And it can become like, you can get used to kind of doing things on your own that way, and maybe asking spirit for help, and just really just relying on yourself and your relationship with the divine, which is great. But because you're going to start, things are going to start picking up, like the pace. You're going to start picking up the pace with your business, your goals, your dreams, your projects, whatever it is that you're working on. So Spirit's saying, okay, well, you're going to have to align yourself with the right people. The right people will come in at the right time. You're going to start by opening up to ask Spirit to guide you, or to guide you to the people who are meant to help you, people in your tribe. And to start asking and delegating, or hiring, or maybe getting an assistant or something like that, right? Somebody who can be here to help you as you grow, because this is what's truly happening for you, is your energy, your projects, your goals are going to start, if they haven't already, really taking off. Okay, now I don't know if this is on social media, if this is in your regular daily life. I don't know where this is, but you're going to need a hand, okay? Because I feel like the things that you're working on are going to be blowing the F up here, okay? And you know that already. I'm preaching to the choir, whoever I'm talking to, because y'all are already connected. So you already know this stuff. This is just like confirmation, or join the club, to let you know that there's others out there with you. We also have bodies of water. So you may find yourself called to the ocean, or called to a body of water, a lake, a river. I don't even care if it's a puddle. You can stare in some magic water all day long. And that's what the kind of high priestess is really. There's a lot of water if you look at the high priestess energy, and that's on purpose, because the high priestess, water flows, it ebbs and flows, it's controlled by the moon. There's a lot of symbology there in the card. Okay. And I really feel like, well, water, first of all, represents our emotions too. So I do feel like, by sitting by water, connecting with water, even if it's a glass of water, I just feel like it's really important. Maybe you need to drink more water, okay? Put some more water in your bodies of water. But it says here, spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. And that is the advice coming through to you, again, because things are going to be starting to really pick up. And that is how you recharge. And it's interesting, it's not only how you recharge, but I feel like you may even get your biggest intuitive hits, or aha moments, these awakenings or messages, channelings, whatever they may be, clairaudience, visions, all this stuff, dreams even. Pay attention to those, by the way. Now that you're in high priestess mode, pay attention to those dreams. Daydreams, or in the evenings, okay? Night dreams. This is where you get your best connection. This is where you're connected the best to these unknown forces or to the energy. This is what recharges you as well. You could get your best channelings like in the shower or in the tub or something like that. Very funny. That just reminded me. I used to be in school for journalism. Like I love writing and reporting and whatever. It just wasn't my thing, but I love media in general. But anyways, I used to do my assignments, write my assignments. I would set up like a little table with my laptop and I couldn't focus unless I was literally sitting in the tub. I would do my homework in the tub and I would write the best stuff while I was in the tub. So it's very funny about being connected with water is very important for you too. So that's just funny. I don't know if I ever, one person really knew that because I lived with them. So they're like, are you going to do your homework in the bath again? Yep. That's me. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we also have blossoming. Okay, so you're just getting started. So have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. Do not give up. Do not back down. You've got this. You already know this. This is like, then underneath that, this is prosperity and inner wisdom. Like, okay, yeah, for sure. Prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. You already are. Okay. And then we have inner wisdom here. Okay. So you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. All right. So that's all well and good. We've had a little chat here about your incredible abilities and any advice or whatever, but let's get into some tarot and see what messages want to come out for you, okay? I feel like this deck, I've been using this one lately. It is simple. It's a Rider-Waite, but it's called the Vintage Tarot, so the palette is muted, and I kind of like it. It's like sepia. Okay, and it shuffles really nicely as well. Okay, so what is here? What is the message for our 5 priestesses? Okay, what is going on? What is coming up? Yeah, ooh, judgment. Judgment here. So, yeah, this is letting me know that you're on the edge. You are on this edge of leveling up, okay? With judgment, it's awakenings. It's moving on to the next level. Wake-up calls. I do feel like people around you, I feel like you're here as like this trumpet blower. You know, you always see the archangel blowing this trumpet, right? And people are waking up. So you're really stepping into your own power right now and on your true path. I do feel like you are here as a divine channel, letting people know, you know, like your words cause awakenings and tower moments. We've been picking up this a lot in our tribe lately. And people are, I don't know, people are watching you. People are listening. People are opening up to receive any wisdom that you can impart at this point in time. Very interesting. So it's like people, you are here as this beacon, and we've talked about this before, okay? You're here, your light is so bright, okay? Your light is so bright so that others can be drawn to it, others pay attention, you know. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming because, you know, you can walk into a room and people notice you right away and some of you don't really feel like being noticed, or maybe you just don't want to, you don't feel like it that day and people are just magnetically drawn to you. It's something that you can't really turn off. It's an energy. But yeah, anyways, you have this, you are such a bright light that it's like, this is literally your purpose. So when we talk about purpose, path, goals and things like that, whatever you want to do and whatever makes you happy, that is your purpose. Your purpose is here. You're here to literally just be yourself, listen to your intuition, make your soul happy. And that's you being in alignment with your purpose and dreams and goals and whatever you decide to do in this life, that whatever you decide to contribute, you know, that is just totally up to you. There's no like set path. You have such a wide, I just feel like you have so many options open to you that it truly is like you're here to do whatever makes you happy. And no matter what you do, you cannot avoid being this like awakening force, okay, for other people, right? And even just in the fact that you do live your life, you don't back down, you do what you feel like doing, you know. And it is a relationship. Now I did see a comment, and I honestly forget who wrote it, but it was very important because a lot of folks, I don't want to I want to make sure that I'm giving out the right message. It's not just you and your will that you're working with. You're working with a divine will as well. So it is a co-creation type of a vibe, but I do have to tell you the divine wants you to be happy. So whatever you co-create, whatever you decide to do is your path, okay? Because I know there's some people who are like, well, what's my path? I don't know. I don't know what my purpose is. Honestly, your purpose is to be you and to be happy and to shine and just live your life. Live your life, because that's it. You're here to be a beacon of light, and that's what you are, and you can't not be that, okay? Yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting that I had the Seven of Cups come up because that does talk a little bit about confusion. So perhaps some of you have been a little bit like, well, I don't know what to choose. I don't know what to do next. You could have felt this. You could be feeling this upgrade, but you're not sure how to put it into action. Okay. No matter what you do with the Seven of Cups, the advice here is to make a choice. You can't go wrong. You honestly can't. Even if, like, some people will say, oh, well, you know, we made the wrong choice or whatever, but did you really? How do we not know that's not part of our learning, or we didn't pull out some valuable experience or learning or whatever? Every choice, even if you feel like it's not the right one, there's something to take away from it, and detours are okay. You know, this is how we figure out what we like, what we don't like, what we love, what we don't, right? So it is truly choose your own adventure here for those of you who are interested. But I do feel like you're going to draw in, because of your energy, remember, because of your ability to tap in, to really get in touch with that intuitive wisdom. And people see you as freaking magical and mysterious at this moment. I do feel like you're going to have a lot of people coming towards you, asking you questions, coming from a space of confusion. Like, you can help them find the answers, okay? You can help them find the answers. So some of you may be opening up some kind of like life coaching or counseling, or even perhaps like tarot reading or oracle readings or something like that. Any other profession where you are here just to give advice or to help people connect with their own inner wisdom, things of that nature, okay? That could be something. If you were thinking of like, well, how do I live in more alignment with what I'm here to do, what I'm supposed to do? You know, what you're just supposed to do, it makes you happy. And no matter what, you're going to help people along the way, okay? Here's the High Priestess. Yes, 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 of course. This is people coming towards you because you are the freaking High Priestess, right? I'm not surprised. Are you surprised to see the High Priestess out? Not. I'm not. This message is truly just here to let you know that, yes, this is what's been happening. If you've been becoming more sensitive to people's energy, if you've been picking up on other people's energy, again, all of a sudden you may be having dreams or visions or hearing things that other people are saying, or you're just picking up on energy, especially if people are talking about you, if your ears have been ringing, or, you know, you are picking up on these people's energy, someone you maybe haven't spoken to in a really long time or whatever. They're the ones that who are, you know, talking. Again, let them talk, or give them something to talk about. I feel like, you know, it's fine, because what's happening here is even just this ripple effect by them mentioning your name and what you're doing. It's really helping to, it's really helping with judgment. It's helping to awaken. It's helping to awaken and raise the vibration of humanity on the planet. And Lord knows we need that right now. Okay. So it's very interesting. You are here and you have stepped into your divine calling already. Okay. I can see my candles going out, and I'm afraid that one's going to start going off. This one here, I know what's going to happen. We do have the Nine of Swords and the Four of Pentacles here in the reverse. So this is letting me know that you really have let go of, or you're in the process, or if you haven't yet, this could be advice, okay? There's a letting go of worries, you know, worries, holding on to things. You've come to an understanding with the High Priestess that everything changes. The more we hang on to something, the more we resist change, the more that thing will persist, okay? The more we resist, it persists. I feel like you've been really working on staying in the present moment here, not indulging all the what if scenarios, letting go of the how am I going to get there, and really tapping into that intuitive and emotional power of seeing yourself in a position of receiving. Okay, so I do see a lot of this opening up and flowing type of energy, allowing energy and circumstances and messages to flow through you. Okay, right now your psychic abilities really truly are increasing. I'm going to blow those out in a second here. What else do we need to know? Why is this coming up here, Spirit? Hermit energy. Okay, I feel like this is really protecting your energy, protecting your space. Again, I know there's still like this energy of like spending time alone, and the Hermit is really the gaining that inner wisdom and lighting the path for yourself, so that, and you can light the path for others as well. It's like you're a pathfinder. I feel like you still don't really want to, because of your increase in sensitivity. Remember how we were talking about this, start delegating and stuff? You still don't really want to be, you don't want to be mixing with too many people's energies right now. How do I say that? It's not that you're antisocial. I just feel like it's really, you feel very comfortable being on your own at this moment, and that's because you don't want to cloud up your psychic space. I am getting that doing regular cleansing rituals, things like that. You may be using sage or crystals or black salt. Actually, I just made a huge batch of black salt. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's like a special blend of herbs and salt and charcoal and things like that that you can use to like wash your floors or line your windows and doors and things like that, really protecting your energy and space. It's ritual work. But yeah, I don't know why I was called to share that at the moment. Again, I just made a big batch. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you're interested in sharing. Like, would you be interested in the batches of like, you know, black salt or things like that, ritual stuff that I create? Like, would you be interested in that? Let me know in the comments, because I might start making that available if you are. Because if you, yeah, I find that kind of stuff works for me, but it just depends on your beliefs and what works for you. So protecting your energy from unwanted psychic invasions or even just unwanted energy, okay? Protecting your space and home, okay? I'm getting that a lot with the Hermit. You're just still really kind of being advised to keep your exposure to a minimum for whatever reason. Well, not for whatever reason. I feel like because it just feels good to do that, especially if you are picking up on so many people's energy, like keeping your space clean and clear, and not allowing too much outside noise is what I'm getting here. I'm going to blow this out because it's going crazy. Yeah. Okay. So we have the Seven of Pentacles coming up as well. The Eight of Swords. Oh, I know why. Okay, this is why you were being, and the Wheel of Fortune. And the Devil. That's okay. Okay, I gotta tell you why. Okay, so this is, I feel like the biggest message coming through this is almost that Hermit and what we were just talking about with the protection and really keeping to yourself. And it's not only because people are talking and you're giving them something to talk about and your name is coming up a lot and people are going to look to you for a lot of answers and people are going to look to you for advice. Just limit your accessibility or their accessibility to you and your energy, because I feel like you might become very much overwhelmed, distracted from your own goals, your own whatever you're working on, okay? And I feel like there are people here who are still very much trapped, still very much in this energy of, hold on, waiting. It's almost like waiting for somebody to fix them or waiting for somebody to rescue them. But the thing is that they need to do that themselves. So I feel like spiritual hygiene and a best practice for you would be something to look into if you don't have one already, like a practice of clearing out your space and really not like responding to every single message. You can't do that. You know, there's something there about really limiting your time that you are available, because you don't want to take people's lessons away from them. It's very important. And people are going to come to you as if you have this magical way of just fixing things for them, but that's not how they're going to learn. It's that old saying of like, teach a man or give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day, and then teach him how to fish and they'll eat forever, or something like that, right? That old parable or whatever. This is what I'm talking about, because like, I feel like if you have a teaching, to share that, of course, to share your teaching, to share your wisdom, but then almost to come back into your own space and kind of close the door spiritually, so that people cannot pull on your energy so much, because again, you want them, they need to learn for themselves. Otherwise, it's never, they're always going to be after you to kind of to fix it for them. Okay. So, if you take anything from this message, please protect your peace, protect your energy, protect your psychic space, protect your home. And let me know in the comments. Okay. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to share some things that I make, for myself. Okay. And that's interesting because I actually just made a huge batch of black salt last night. So I do have quite a bit available, if that's the case. But anyways, let's get another message. Let's close out a message. I don't really know. Maybe I will take this life purpose deck to close out this message for those of you who needed to hear this. Okay. No drama in this one, really. Just protect yourself. Yeah, I guess people are talking, but let them talk. Who cares, right? This is what you're here to do, is to enlighten others. So it is what it is. Okay. We have strength and then animals at the bottom of the deck. So strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Yes. And it's like, you don't need to go out there and prove it to anybody. And even just the fact, like, people are seeing that on their own anyway. You don't back down. You do speak your truth when you feel you need to. But other than that, you're staying in your own lane. You remain silent, and there's such a strength and power in that silence. Okay. High Priestess mode. Look at you graduating from Divine Feminine to High Priestess. Woohoo! I am so here for it, you guys. Seriously. We have animals. Okay. So you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. This could be a gift that is developing for you. Trust your inner guidance, as animals are part of your life's work. Okay. So we did get specifically in this reading, the raven. If you feel like connecting to that or looking it up or exploring those themes, I probably will after this reading, just to refresh. Okay. But I do know that Native American cultures really relied on the raven, and the raven is like the messenger of the forest. I know there are stories about the raven has so many different calls. Ravens are smart. They recognize faces, and they pass generational knowledge down to their offspring. Like, they are incredible. Like, ravens, crows, same family, same abilities. But I have to tell you, with the different sounds that they make, so Native American cultures, and I've looked this up because I was interested in, there's so many ravens and crows around here on the coast, west coast, in the forest. They have these different calls that would warn animals of, like, if you're walking alone in the forest and you hear a raven, that raven's letting the other animals in the forest know that you're here, you're there, and where you are, and things like, they keep an eye on ish. They know what's going on. So I do feel like the raven is pretty high priestessy as far as like what they do and what their medicine is and how they serve, the other animals. They know what's happening before they have that vantage point from being higher, right? They can fly. And also, like, they would warn for weather events and different things. Okay. So they have different calls. Well, anyways, you can get into it on your own. I'm just saying there is a lot to do with raven, and also a lot of creation stories with the raven, right? So, very mystical, very powerful, very connected animal spirit as well. So, I do feel like maybe you have a raven tattoo. I don't know. There's something here that's for you, with the raven. Anyways, I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chilling with me, High Priestess mode today. Y'all are amazing. Again, if you're not part of our High Priestess tribe, I don't know what you're doing. You can join us. We would love to have you. Okay. Sending you lots of love. I probably will, I don't know if today, but maybe I will be back. I know, I still have to do the regular readings, right? That's the thing too, is I can do these like really deep spiritual readings and channel messages and things like that, but yeah, I still have other readings to do for other folks in our tribe as well, and other areas of life and stuff. I just want you to know how powerful you truly are, and how powerful you truly are becoming. Okay, I'm sending you lots of love, and I'll speak to you again. Take care.